JOLO, correspondent of BKUnited.com, live here in the Park Slope section of Brooklyn here at Tea Lounge. We're going to be interviewing owner Jonathan Spiel. Stay tuned. And we're sitting here with owner Jonathan Spiel. How are you today?
Very well, thanks.
I have to say you have a wonderful establishment here at Park Slope.
Thank you.
When did you open up?
This location we opened up in 2003. So we've been here about a little over about 10 years.
Oh, 10 years.
Yeah.
And what was the goal what was the motive in mind when you opened up Tea Lounge here?
It was to create sort of a community type environment that offers a lot of different elements to the community, whether it's the types of beverages we offer, or the nighttime events that we have. We have live music, we do open mic nights, we have a full bar, and it's just trying to create an atmosphere here where no matter if you're 3 or 80, you feel comfortable in the same place.
I see that you're very involved in the community. That's one of the main values of Tea Lounge.
Yes.
Because here on the wall you have different businesses. People can advertise nannies or babysitting or tutoring. So what about community? Why is it so valuable in your life as an owner?
Well, because I think the idea and sense of community is lacking in a lot of areas. I mean, not necessarily in this area. I don't think that's true at all. I think this is a great example of how other parts of the city or this country should be. They should be proud of where they live. They should support local businesses. They should support each other within the place. I mean, lots of relationships get built here, whether it's romantic relationships, whether it's business relationships. It's the kind of place where you might come here by yourself, but you're never alone. So you don't feel that sense of, like, just going and sitting by yourself and not interacting or being able to interact with other people. I think people here are very, very friendly, very approachable. The staff is very much like that, and that's a key part of the business. And that's just the kind of environment we want to, that we want here, is for people to feel comfortable no matter who they are, what they're doing. And it's worked out for us pretty well.
I see. For the customers of Tea Lounge, is there, you said there's like a sense of like community in the atmosphere here at Tea Lounge. Does it offer like a mingling kind of atmosphere, or more so I'm here with my group and we're gonna
It's a little bit of both, because we do set up with it. As you can see, there are a bunch of communal tables. So we try to promote that. We want people obviously to mingle, but again, people sometimes just want to be by themselves, do their own work, and do what they need to do. But we try to promote, the whole communal aspect of, community.
Why the Park Slope section?
Because we just think it's a dynamic community. It's very community oriented. They're very proud of where they live and support the businesses here. And especially when the business supports the community the way we do, it's a give and take. So whether it's supporting a local Little League team that we do, or charities or schools, and again, providing places for performers to play. We also let local artists put their art up on the walls. We treat this as an art gallery. So every 2 weeks, we have a new artist that puts their art up on the wall.
Oh, really? So it changes every 2 weeks?
About every 2 weeks, yes.
So what makes Tea Lounge a go-to place out of all the other cafes?
Well, first of all, I think our coffees and teas are superior. Our selections are superior. I mean, unless you're a specific tea place, you can't get the variety of teas that we have by the cup or by the pot, which is how we serve it here.
Which is the most popular tea that most people would try?
I mean, we have about, out of the 60, there are probably about 20 or 25 that are constantly rotating. But our chai is very popular. Our Moroccan mint is very popular. We have rooibos and chamomile, and and our fruit teas are very popular, especially as iced teas. So it's the variety of stuff. I mean, we have a couple of hundred types of drinks here. I also think what separates us here is a combination of the environment, the stuff that we do at night, and my staff. I mean, the staff is that's the face of your business. And I think my staff here is phenomenal, and I think, that's, a key.
What other areas or parts of the city are you interested in tea lounge?
Well, I think, just starting in Brooklyn, I mean, it offers so much opportunity. I mean,
Other parts of Brooklyn?
Yeah, I mean, Brooklyn by itself, if it was its own city, it would be, in the top 10 largest cities in the country. I mean, there's 2.3 million people live in Brooklyn. So there's tremendous opportunity here. And it also fits in with who we are as a brand and our values of being, Brooklyn-based and proud to be proud. Brooklyn is a very proud city by itself. People are proud of where they live and the communities that they live in. So I think there's tremendous opportunities all over Brooklyn for a tea lounge.
Recently, Tea Lounge started franchising and actually expanded out overseas in the Middle East to Kuwait.
Right.
How did that come about?
Well, it started with I think this concept really has legs, and I think it would work very well in communities all over the country and around the world. So, unfortunately, I don't have the resources to keep opening up locations, so I thought franchising would be the best opportunity for me. So I started doing that about a year ago, and I connected with this group out in Kuwait that was very interested in bringing on an American brand that's not hugely established, because they want to create something kind of new out there.
So in Kuwait, because of their culture and the principles that they impose to them, what are the cultural differences that you're going to see from the Tea Lounge and Brooklyn to their own country?
That's a great question. Well, let me just go back for a second and explain to you the way I'm running my franchise system, which is very different than other franchises out there. Because I'm trying to create this community environment and it's a community concept, I want to be able to give each franchisee, no matter where they are, an opportunity to have an impact on their own business and to be entrepreneurial, be creative, come up with ideas for their own location. Because what works in Park Slope doesn't necessarily work in Boston or Michigan or Kuwait. So there are no other franchise systems out there that allow the franchisee to actually create ideas or come up with new things for their own business for their community. Obviously, they have to get run by me and approved by me, but I want that, in order for this concept to work and to thrive, I need that to happen. So obviously, Kuwait is is a little bit more drastic than other franchisees here in the States, and because of just the way they are culturally. So obviously there's no bar. We're not going to have live music there, and because of their tastes and for different food and desserts, all that kind of stuff, menu items will be, for the most part, for a lot of the same stuff, but there'll be plenty of stuff that we don't have here that for whatever reason is very important to them there. So they'll have an opportunity there to probably have a very different menu than other franchisees in the States.
There's also a new term that's being coined as crawfish.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
I mean, I don't like the way it sounds. It sounds like a coffin, but there's a website called Brooklyn Based that gave us best crawfish in Brooklyn.
I read that. From urbandictionary.com.
Right. So look, that's happened to a lot of places, and look, sometimes it can be a tough thing because yes, everyone says to me, are you concerned that people come in here and have one cup of coffee and spend 3 hours here on their laptop? And my answer to that is two things. Is A, you build a place like this that's comfortable and relaxing, you're not kicking people out. Secondly, I'd rather them come here and go somewhere else.
What can you pride yourself about Tea Lounge? What looks like the biggest accomplishment of building this establishment here?
How loyal our customers are.
A lot of regulars?
Yeah, I would say at least 80% regulars. I would say, all the great press we've gotten, I mean, we've been written about in about 10 different countries. We've been written about every year since I've opened. We've been in some major New York either magazine or newspaper. So to constantly get that kind of press for being in business so long as right now a single location, to me is, you know, I'm very proud of that. Proud of the staff and how they treat our customers and how they, you know, they do their jobs, and I'm proud of the community we're in, and we love supporting Park Slope and the different things that it offers. And you know, when you support your community, they support you, and when your community supports you, you support them. And,
it is a support.
you know, I think you know, there are definitely lots of businesses out there that need to do a better job in supporting their community or creating a space or environment that, you know, promotes that.
We just wrapped up a wonderful interview here at Tea Lounge in Park Slope, Brooklyn. Come enjoy one of their specialty teas or coffees or even some live entertainment on a weekday night.